played basketball in high school, but free throws were my nemesis. And not for lack of practice. I would spend hours every single day practicing, but could never find a rhythm. Swish, brick, air ball, backboard, toilet bowl, I was all over the place. And then I did the unthinkable, something a teenager would never do, but I was desperate. I asked my coach to help me. Gah! And in one sentence, he changed everything. Now, what's this story have to do with sourdough? Watch and find out. By the way, I'm MJ, founder of loadedpotato.org and your refrigerator eliminator, the I hate to cook master. And I've hacked the Martha Stewart rig system that has us locked in our kitchen for hours when there is a better way. Everything you need is right in your pantry. No more hours of slicing and dicing. I show you how to make delicious quick meals for about $1 or $2. No hours of prep. And be sure to subscribe to my channel and I'll make sure that you never have to worry about dinner again. So what was that one sentence my coach said that changed everything? So when I asked for help, he said, okay, let me see you shoot. So with my throat in my stomach, I shot a free throw and totally bricked it right off the front of the rim, bounced right back at me. Embarrassed, I look at him as I ran for my rebound. He said, oh, that's easy. Keep your elbow tucked under the ball. So I dribbled the ball back to the free throw and gave it a try. Swish. He rebounded it and passed it back to me. Shocked, like this was some kind of sorcery, I tried it again. Swish. What the actual? Swish again. What kind of sorcery was this? I said, why didn't you tell me this sooner? And he said, well, you never asked. So if your loaf is looking sad and gummy, it could be a couple of things. First mistake, and most common mistake, is your starter isn't strong enough or you haven't fed it most recently enough. So before you use your starter, make sure it doubles in 4 hours. So feed it, make sure that it doubles in 4 hours and falls back down. 24 hours is after you fed it last is the best time for you to use it again to actually make bread. So a strong starter, that's number one. Second mistake is you aren't giving your dough enough time to rise or it's not warm enough in your home. Now, store-bought yeast rises much quicker than sourdough. Sourdough needs time to rise. I give my bread 8 to 24 hours of initial bulk fermentation rise until it doubles. Then another 90 minutes in the pan right before I bake it. Let's cut into my loaves. So this is my standard loaf that I make all the time. Cut into it, show you before I even look at it. It's a beautiful loaf. It is a beautiful loaf. My kids go crazy for this. If you haven't seen my 10-minute sourdough loaf, check it out. It is so stinking easy. But if you're having trouble and your bread is looking maybe like this or like this, let's slice these open and check it out. So this one is all right, but in my snooty sourdough hoity-toityness, no, just kidding, always like, it is a little gummy. It's not super fluffy, it's kind of dense. So with this one, I didn't give it enough time on its secondary rise. After its bulk fermentation, I put it in the pan and threw it right in the oven and didn't give it enough time to really rise before I baked it. So if you're doing that, that's gonna get you a much smaller loaf and a much denser loaf. You can literally feel it, it feels like a brick. Now this one is from a dead starter. Let's cut it open. Well, it smells good, but it's obviously has some issues here. So with this one, I used a starter that I hadn't fed that was just out and had gone flat. And so I was hoping it would rise in the oven. It didn't do a good bulk fermentation. I put it in the pan and tried to let it rise again, and it just didn't do anything. So this is what happens if your starter is not strong enough. Now, the third thing that can go wrong is you overproof it. I don't have an example of that, but that's when you let it rise and you forgot about it and it rose and fell again. And if it falls, you're out of luck. It's not gonna rise again and it's as good as dead. So just keep your eye on it. So just like my free throw shot, sometimes it's a super quick, easy fix to be successful and have things just flow, no problem at all. So if you want your loaves looking like this and not like this, be sure to check out all of my sourdough videos. but especially my easy 10-minute sourdough bread to get yourself a delicious, beautiful loaf of sourdough bread in just 10 minutes. So now if you want hacks to make your life easier, cheaper, and quicker in the kitchen, be sure to follow me for amazing recipes using only shelf-stable ingredients, and check out loadedpotato.org to see all of our recipes, meal plans, grocery lists, and recommended products to save you time, money, and reduce your dependence on the refrigerator. Till next time!